Masculine pose. This makes me laugh every time. I really believe that women believe that they in the on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, they have a certain space where they can talk anyhow, and men don't really listen. They don't hear what they're saying. You know, I really believe that they must believe that they when they are doing the old little girl talk sisterhood thing, men are not paying attention because and then also the other component is that they don't believe that when they express vitriol, they express negativity, disrespect or insult men, even if men hear it, they're never supposed to react. See, if a girl buys a weave, and I'm gonna use weave on purpose, she buy a hair, a wig or weave, right? And you as a black man, you say, you never would do that. You're not gonna say, nah, that don't look good. Even if her natural hair looks so good, okay? Or she color her hair, okay, or she does her nails. Oftentimes men to hold peace would say, because we understand the consequences of that decision. What's the point of me saying they don't look, those nails look good? Because a man will do a cost benefit analysis. If I say what I say, I know those nails will come off. She would maybe do a better color. So I'm gonna just say, yeah, they look nice, dear. They look good. Knowing in my head, I'm like, bright pink, you're a grown woman, you know? But we don't express ourselves like that because we understand the consequences of our words. The word holds men accountable for what they do. If a man is found to be messing around with children, apart from the elite, it's dealt with. Dealt with. It's they're on you. If a man is found to be messing around with a lady inappropriately, it's dealt with. If a man's found to be stealing, it's dealt with. The consequences in women's world, I feel like they can put the women card in the face, and you even hear it. You're going to arrest the woman, when she's actually done something herself. That's why we're seeing a lot of bad behavior from women. But the point I'm trying to make is that they feel like there's a certain space they can speak anyhow, and they've been doing it for a long, long time. Now, men are sitting there, and you're hearing things like, "Men ain't ish," I don't need no man. Now, imagine you as a man, you're watching these object of your affection, this creature that you desire. She's conversious, you love her, she looks good, and she's busy saying, I don't need you, I don't want you, you ain't nothing to me. Okay, and now you are operating on just biology. You are very attracted, extremely attracted to this individual, to this, you know and she basically saying all these negative things. So every day, all you hear is, if you're broke, you're dusty, if you don't make this type of money, or if you're this height, everything about you sounds like you're disqualified. It sounds like you're disqualified from participating, even just to get to know her. If you want to get to know me, pay me. So these females are saying all these things. And the part is, so then men start to adjust and respond, adjust slowly, because some guys still simping out there giving money to ladies they have no business giving money to. But eventually, as a collective men, because the thing is, TikTok is global, the internet is global, and a lot more people are getting more plugged in. Cultures are getting depleted because of social media, because even Indian girls are participating in heavy hookup culture when they travel to the West. Even Africans are participating in hookup culture when they travel to the West. And even in their own communities, they've picked up the whole, and sprinkle. It's invaded their homes, okay? So now men are like, okay, well, I'm working a hard job to get this bread. I want that woman. But then she talking about, yeah, you gotta have yourself a roster. You gotta have at least five. So then he's like, okay, so if I'm one of five, that starts to put marriage out of the table, right? But then when men stop not to even approach, or if you approach us in the gym, you're a creep. Don't approach women anywhere, you know. So then there's an adjustment because men we're logical. So that's why it makes me laugh to see that the shocked, see that men are not approaching. And I wish it was more vast, like all across the board, not approaching. There's still guys doing that, and I know, it needs to correct itself. But then men are stingy. I'm like, you want me to go spend a whole lot of money before I even know anything about you? Before I know that you might, So all that negative energy that they put out, somehow they don't want the consequences for that behavior. So the adjustment on the males, whether it's MGTOW or SYMB, um, what is it? Save Yourself Black Man. Yeah, I, I couldn't say the acronym. All those things are just really a reaction to what ladies are putting out. And because remember, it started off with the man being attracted to the woman. He really wants her. And if women said, "Oh man, we love men in skinny jeans," most men would wear skinny jeans. If women said, "Oh, if this beautiful women, if they said we like men in baggy jeans or overalls, type of denim overalls, whatever," men will respond because men's attraction for women in the initial stages, they'll do whatever. So now, if women collectively say negative stuff on a regular basis, day in, day out, you know why? Because the content makes money. Men are adjusting. And then it looks like females are not worth the time. Because if really I'm just being used for food, if I ain't, I'm just a placeholder, then what are we doing? I want to feel like I'm valuable in somebody's life, not just something to pass time. I said enough. Peace, love, and blessings.